It's 6:47 a.m. Sunday, October 19th, 2025. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson. We have a tornado warning for Gulf Breeze, Tiger Point, and Pensacola Beach. This is for part of Santa Rosa County, Florida, and we are about to go live over on Facebook. Thanks for joining us on YouTube and on X. Again, about to go live shortly on Facebook as well. This is going to be a tornado warning that lasts until 7:15 a.m. and we need you to get sheltered now if you are in Tiger Point, Pensacola Beach, or Gulf Breeze. So hang on while we get this set up. Thanks so much to everyone who's already joining us across our platforms, but getting ready to go live on the big platform, which is of course our Facebook page. New tornado warning till 7:15 a.m. And again, this is going to include Pensacola Beach. So again, everyone in Pensacola Beach should be sheltered now. All right, there we go. Sometimes Facebook can be a little finicky to get things going, but we're ready to go. And current time is now 6:48 a.m. Going live to cover a tornado warning over on Facebook starting now.
Live from Red Zone Weather in Bruton, Alabama, with meteorologist Spinks Megginson. Severe weather coverage starts right now.
Tornado warning until 7:15 a.m. for parts of southern Escambia and southern Santa Rosa counties in northwest Florida. I'm meteorologist Spinks Megginson, and this is our first tornado warning of the morning. And this is in effect for areas near Pensacola Beach and Gulf Breeze. So again, a tornado warning now in effect, meaning you've got to take action to protect yourself if you're in southern Santa Rosa County. This also does include Tiger Point and Midway here in Santa Rosa County. So if you are in those two places, in Midway or Tiger Point, you need to be taking shelter now as we have this possible tornado pushing off to the east. We've been tracking storms all night in the Red Zone Weather app, and this is the first tornado warning for our local area. This does not include downtown Pensacola. So if you're in downtown Pensacola, you are fine right now. But again, this does include places near Pensacola Beach, also Gulf Breeze, Midway, and Tiger Point. And so if you're in those areas, we need you to take shelter now as we have a possible tornado coming in from the east. I'm joined alongside Red Zone Weather producer Luke McKenna. She's with us on this early Sunday morning. And again, we're watching this cell that's basically right over Pensacola Beach right now. We'll zoom in and let's see if we can go over to the velocity view because I want to see exactly where the circulation is located. And there it is, right over Gulf Breeze. It's kind of hard to see, but right there, this thing is right over Gulf Breeze, and this is basically coming down US Highway 98 just like that. And so Oriole Beach, again, Tiger Point, if you live near the Gulf Breeze Zoo, you need to be taking shelter. All of Gulf Breeze, all of Tiger Point, all of Midway, that whole stretch of Santa Rosa County on US Highway 98, you need to be taking shelter now as we have this possible tornado coming in from the east. And again, watching this very carefully. Current time is 6:51 a.m. The warning goes until 7:15, and so 7:15 a.m. on this tornado warning. Luke, if you'll take me over to LD3, please, and we'll look at this on reflectivity, and let's see if the Weather Service, it looks like they have updated this polygon. and it looks as if they have actually canceled this. So let's make sure before we confirm that, but that would be good news. The polygon has gone off of my screen. So this may have been a very quick warning that is now over, and if that's the case, yeah, they've canceled the warning. How about that? So they issued the warning, and then a few minutes later, it's gone, which is great news. And so with that said, we can give an all clear. The warning was only in effect for about 5 minutes, really, and so this was a very, very quick-hitting thing that developed and then went away just as fast. And quite frankly, that's what we want to see. The cell ramped up, it ramped down in a hurry. Let's show you a wide view of what's happening across the region and put this in motion. And you'll see that over the last several hours, we've had thunderstorms that have worked their way across South Alabama and Northwest Florida. And really, we're on the tail end of this at this point. We had a few circulations earlier. They didn't prompt a tornado warning for parts of southern Baldwin County, but we did have some weak circulation near Foley earlier. That has since weakened. And again, we had this tornado warning that was on the board for all of 5 minutes or so, and now it's gone. So again, we're giving you a tornado all clear. The Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning for southern Escambia and southern Santa Rosa County, Florida. And Luke, if you'll hand me that mouse, please. I'm going to have to operate LD3 from over here. I'll grab it real quick. So let's kind of work the storms from south to north as we went live for this tornado warning that's been canceled for Santa Rosa County. And right now, the worst of the weather in our area is, quite frankly, near Gulf Breeze and Midway. Even though the warning is canceled, you've got some heavy rain falling near Gulf Breeze, near Midway, near Tiger Point, near the base of the Garson Point Bridge. But now that storm is under severe limits. If you look at this on reflectivity, you can kind of see this kidney bean shape, and that indicates to me that the storm is still broadly rotating. But again, the Weather Service, in their assessment, they believe that this storm has weakened to the point that it is no longer hazardous and likely no longer producing a tornado. You've also got heavy rain back here in Baldwin County. This is Alabama Highway 59 right here. This is US Highway 90. And so a heavier storm near Summerdale, also one near Lillian, but these are under severe limits at this point. All of this mess up here in south central Alabama in Conecuh, Escambia, and Covington counties, all below severe limits. There have been some occasional strikes of lightning, some cloud to ground lightning in fact, but that doesn't make a storm severe. To get a severe storm, you have to have winds over 58 miles per hour or hail or a tornado. And at this point, we don't see that across really any spot in our region, which is good news. So again, the situation over the next few hours is going to be that we have this ongoing low-end severe weather risk. And quite frankly, there may be a few more tornado warnings like what happened here in southern Escambia and southern Santa Rosa counties about now 10 minutes ago. Again, that may be the quickest tornado warning that we have ever covered. It was issued, and about 5 minutes later, the Weather Service decided to go ahead and cancel it. Warning was issued, let's see if we can pull it up, right about there, 6:41 a.m., and then just a few minutes later, it was gone. So that's great news. Again, no more tornado warning. We came on the air for that, but that is now gone. Let me step off camera and look at a few more things here because I want to make sure that we're not about to get any more tornado warnings on this Sunday morning. We'll put this in motion, and you can see that right about there at 6:41, 6:42, you see that flare up right there, and that is what we call a couplet on radar, and just as quick, it went away. And so the Weather Service decided to warn for that, and I think that was probably the correct call because the storm really did ramp up quickly, but you can see it faded just as fast. And that's really going to be the story over the next few hours, these transient, brief areas of rotation that develop and then go away just as fast. And the storms back in Baldwin County right now, we don't see really any signs of rotation. Again, there was a cell near Foley earlier, you can kind of see it there, that happened just after 6 o'clock. But right now, that's gone. if we advance this forward, it just completely collapses and goes away. So Baldwin County, you are good right now. And again, we're watching this whole situation across the region as this area of rain continues to progress to the east across the region. I have had no reports of damage over the last several hours. And really back in Mississippi as well, there was a tornado near Yazoo City, Mississippi. But that really has been the only place across the Deep South that has sustained damage. And I think that was in a pretty rural area. There was a tornadic debris signature from the radar there. The TDS was visible, tornadic debris signature, back in Yazoo City, but we have had no reports of damage across South Alabama or Northwest Florida. And again, just looking at this with this tornado warning that came on the board earlier, I don't believe there actually was a tornado. There probably was a water spout out over the bay south of Pensacola, but that was probably it. Again, I don't think there was actually a land-based tornado with this warning. And so with that said, coming up on 7 a.m. as we track this complex of storms, I tell you what, let's do one more review before we end our live coverage and go back to covering storms in the Red Zone weather app. I want to work this this time from north to south so that we can call out your hometown before we get out of your hair on this Sunday. We'll start up here in Butler County. Here is Greenville. You've got Georgiana, also McKenzie, and this is just rain, harmless rain. Yes, there may be some thunder and some lightning over the next few hours in Butler County, but quite frankly, the severe weather risk up here is probably done for the day. Same thing in Monroe County. The rain is coming to an end now in places like Monroeville, back down to with Covington County and Escambia County here in Alabama. But again, for now, all of these storms are below severe limits. We'll go into Northwest Florida, looking at Escambia County, Florida. That storm that prompted the tornado warning earlier has since moved to the east, and it's now over southern Santa Rosa County. And all of the storms in Santa Rosa County at this point under severe limits as well. Heavier rain happening near Crestview, near Baker, back down to Destin. Those storms also under severe limits. And so at this point, we are about 15 seconds out from 7 a.m. And again, no tornado warning. The Weather Service issued the tornado warning for parts of Santa Rosa County earlier, and that has since gone off of the board. It is now 8 a.m. in the east, it's 5 a.m. out west, and it is 7 o'clock here in South Alabama and Northwest Florida, where we are without a tornado warning. We had one for about 10 minutes ago in southern Santa Rosa County, but it is now gone. You can see the polygon there that was in effect. Watch this storm and you'll see this tornado warning polygon. There it is. 5 minutes later, the Weather Service canceled it. And that's going to be the nature of the storms over the next few hours, in that they probably will remain fairly weak. Could we get another tornado down near the coast? It certainly is possible, but quite frankly, the odds of any severe weather issues are dropping as of now. We'll have plenty of updates posted over the next several hours in the Red Zone Weather app. On behalf of all of us at Red Zone Group LLC, I'm Spinks Megginson with Luke McInnish saying goodbye for now. We will see you soon.
Be sure to find us across social media, and don't forget to download the free Red Zone Weather app and set up your customized alerts. Please support our Red Zone weather sponsors who make our coverage possible every single day.